I'm super excited today.
More cowbell. Right on.
Her voice could punch you in the face. I love this one.
Jive turkey.
Who are you calling Jive Turkey?
You.
Hi guys, this is Play It Again. I'm Ginger.
And I'm Mike.
And, okay, so Rob Taylor made another suggestion that I left all over because it seemed really interesting. So he told me Sarah McLachlan is one of my favorite artists. She's Canadian, and we don't do much of her stuff because I know almost all of it. I've been a fan of hers from the very beginning.
Yeah, well, I remember watching Box on Much Music as a teenager.
That's the very first of her songs I ever heard.
I think that was her first single.
It really was. And and that was many years ago.
35 probably, if I had to guess. Or
but
nearly.
He told me that she did a cover of XTC's song, Dear God.
I love that song.
He
One of my
loves
favorites.
that song. And the thing is, I actually really don't. Not much. It's not about the song so much, but I never cared for the tone of his voice.
Don't like Andy Partridge's voice, eh?
Well, okay, so we did that song, and I still get hate-filled comments about it. Yeah,
we didn't engage in the controversial lyrics, so it's
well, and also how clueless I am because they're musical
stupid.
geniuses and whatnot. The thing is, his voice sounds a little off to me, and we discussed this morning. You told me that when
whatever it was we were listening to, it was just some minor chords, and to you it sounded like it was out of tune.
Yeah,
It was just minor chords.
Sound like they're off key to me, right? To my ear. My ear is not a trained ear, right? So to me, when I hear a minor chord, it sounds like it's off key, and I find that a little off-putting. And his voice is like that. Right? I have the same reaction to Bono's voice for the same reason, I think. Right? So we've had some disagreements about that particular song, but I was interested. I thought, well, the song isn't bad, right? Like, I don't dislike the song. So I wonder if I'll like it better in Sarah McLachlan's voice because I do love her voice.
All right. Well, hopefully Ginger likes it better. I would be surprised if I do because I love the original so much. And that's not a diss at Sarah McLachlan. She's amazing.
No, she's fabulous.
But I love the original.
Yeah, I'm sad that this one doesn't have a video, or I couldn't even find a live performance, which would have even been better. So it's just the lyric video, guys. But maybe then we can engage in some of those controversial lyrics so I can get more hate.
In the price of beer, and all the people that you make in your image, see them starving on their feet, 'cause they don't get enough to eat.
So yes, I like it better.
Can't believe it. Dear God, sorry to disturb you, but I feel that I should be heard loud and clear. We all need a big reduction in amount of tears, and all the people that you made in your image, see them fighting in the street, 'cause they can't make opinions meet about love. Can't believe it. Did you make disease and then diamond blue?
She has a great voice.
Did you make that after we made
There's the key line in the whole thing.
Key player. Is that an organ?
Dear God, don't know if you noticed, but your name is on a lot of quotes in this brief. As crazy humans wrote it, you should take a look. And all the people that you made in your image still believing that junk is true. Well, I know it ain't, and so do you, dear God. I can't believe it. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe in heaven or hell. No saints, no sin, no devil as well. No perfect gates, no thorny crown. You're always letting us humans down. The walls you break, the babes you drown, those lives that see and never found. It's all the same, the whole world round. The hurt I see helps to compound. The Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, there's just somebody that Holy Ghost. If you're up there, you perceive. That's my heart up on my sleeve. If there's one thing I don't believe in, it's you.
Well, Ginger,
Oh, I really enjoyed that. But it's not that much of a surprise. The song has never been a problem for me, right? It really just is the tone of his voice. It's kind of like Rush and Geddy Lee, right? Good music, good artists. And it's just something about the way it hits my ear. I enjoy it less. It was good. I love her though. Absolutely love her. I really, really love her.
So, I liked a lot of things about it, but I had a nagging feeling through the whole thing. It was missing some bottom end. Needed a little more punch for me.
Her stuff frequently, probably most of the time actually, is kind of wispy, right? Like it sits up here and it hovers over your consciousness, right? And gives you little, but it doesn't have punch, right? It's kind of her thing, right?
Yeah. And I thought her voice was good through a lot of it. There were spots where I really missed Andy Partridge's. Having a little more growl or a little more aggression to it. So between that and needing more low end oomph, I would say that's where it kind of fell down for me. But overall, I enjoyed it. It was a nice other take on it. Strings there were nice right at the end.
Yeah.
Like it was a good arrangement.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
So much like the original song.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, that's something. It's hard to change my husband's mind. Okay, so we're going to get into the controversial lyrics because one of the things. So XTC fans, a lot of them give me crap. I get a lot of heat because they consider my interpretation or listening of the song relatively shallow. But they're mistaken because the reason it sounds shallow is because...
Well, we weren't interested in engaging in something that's divisive, right?
Yes.
Religion is divisive.
Yes. Oh, it is. It is. And we also have really complex opinions about it, right? Like we're both atheists, but we also have a lot of friends who are devout religious people that we have a lot of respect for, right? So we're not the kind of atheists that are jerks, right? A lot of atheists are jerks, right? Like my friends who are intelligent and devout don't appreciate it when you tell them that their beliefs are based on a fairy tale. And I think it's kind of rude to say, even if it's what you think, right? And the irony about this song and the way that a lot of the XTC fans acted about my feelings on it are the very beginning of the song laments how much people are jerks to each other, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, no shortage of jerk behavior.
Indeed. So the irony is you're telling me in a very rude and insulting way that I don't appreciate the genius of the song enough when part of the genius of the song is saying, why are we acting like this?
Why are we fighting each other over this?
Exactly. Yeah. So guys, look deep inside. The problem's actually not me.
No, we were just being circumspect.
Well, not only that, there's also, it doesn't actually have to be controversial. A lot of the things that people complain about religion in general is how they're not wrong. It started many wars, right? And it has had a very negative impact on a lot of the world in many places in history, right? But you don't fix that problem by just assuming that mantle and doing it in the name of the other side of the argument.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I never felt that was
not
smart
only
way.
that. It's fine to say that there's problems due to religious conflict, but there's also a lot of very good rules for how to get along with each other that have come out of multiple religions.
Indeed.
Right? There's a lot of very good lessons that keep humans from savagely being at each other's throats all the time. Right? So you have to acknowledge the good, not just complain about the bad.
Well, for sure. And
right?
also, so this is an observation that I've made over a long period of time, is that, so I know a lot of religious people, and I know some of them are good as gold, like deep down inside, decent, honest people that are true. They believe the rules, they live it. And I know a lot of religious people who are complete a-holes, right? They still go to church every Sunday and they spout the words, but they lie, they cheat, they steal, right? And then I know a lot of atheists or people who are non-believers or people in other religions,
people who are agnostic,
that still fall into those categories, right? So it seems to me that the truth is the religion isn't actually the problem. No. The religion is one of the things that we choose to mask the problems. But the truth is there's good people and there's bad people. And they fall into every possible religion or even non-religion.
Yeah, every possible religion, nationality, race, you name it. Any category of people, there's good people and bad people.
Yep. And that's the part that we should focus on. Not, I mean, some people use the beliefs for their own system in order to manipulate others, but the belief isn't the problem. That their personality is the problem. Yeah. Right?
Why do you people suck so bad? I mean, not
you people. No. Because most of the people that are frequenters on this channel are actually really, really sweet.
Yeah.
For all the people that complain about how many jerks there are on the internet, and there's lots. The fact of the matter is most of the people on this channel are not. They're actually really good people.
Yep.
So we're blessed that way. But yeah. It's always funny to see really negative, kind of rude, mean comments on that XTC song. Because it is very ironic. It's very ironic that XTC complains about how mean people can be to each other, and their fans choose that method to criticize somebody who just doesn't agree.
Or doesn't want to engage.
Yeah.
Right.
That too. Right.
I mean, I've never had a problem with the lyrics of this song. I understand what he's singing about. And to some extent agree and to some extent disagree, but I don't have a problem with it, and I don't have a problem with him saying it.
The one thing about it
but I've always loved the song for the music.
Yeah.
That's the main thing that grabs me on this.
That's the thing that we're here for, guys, for the most part. We have strong opinions about this subject, and I could talk for hours about it, but it's not what we're here for, right? And it's not that those things aren't important to still... Because the song shines light to this problem. That was probably the purpose of it. But it's also, well, we try to keep things pretty positive here. So, and
poking a hornet's nest is not the way to do that. But we're doing it today.
Oh, it is also interesting. And I'm sure it's 100% deliberate that the lyrics were written in order to shine light on the irony of somebody who says they don't believe in God talking to God.
Yep.
So that's not lost on me either. It's just I find it fascinating. I love these conversations.
The lyrics are, you're right too, that the lyrics are actually kind of clever on top of getting their point across.
They are. So the XCC fans that criticize me for not recognizing how clever they are wrong, because I do recognize it, and it is clever. I find it very clever. But, like I said, that's not what we're here for the most part. But, I would like that. I love those conversations. my devout friends and I engage in these conversations all the time, but there's a way to have it and be respectful to each other.
Crapping on each other is not the way to do it.
No, and I'm not like that for anything. Least of all, something that is as fundamental as your personal religious beliefs.
Right.
So, anyway, well, that's your lecture for today.
You could say it went off the rails, but really it didn't. That's
It
what the
didn't go off
song's
the rails.
about.
That's you know what, I picked it and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to set those people straight. Right?
If any of them will watch Sarah McLachlan's cover instead of their beloved original.
I'm sure that some of the XTC fans are just
livid.
Just absolutely furious that someone as commercial as Sarah McLachlan did it. But I love her, right? She's a lot of appeal. So, and I did enjoy that one better, just because I like her voice better. But I did notice one thing about it.
Tell me.
It has to be the key that it's written in, because I still noticed some of that kind of off sound.
No, it's deliberately written to have some discordant moments in it for the tension and stress of it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I love about that song. I mean, you know, you love architecture, and you know you love the Frank Lloyd Wright stuff, and you know how he's about the compression and release.
Yeah.
The music is tension and release. It's the same thing, right? Yeah.
So I will adjust my opinion of the original. It's not necessarily his voice. It's some of what it is the key that it's written in, obviously.
Yeah, the chord choice is quite deliberate and very effective.
I know it's deliberate. It's just on a very basic, I'm listening to music level, non-intellectually, that tension is...
He wants the hair to stand up on the back. No, it does.
I know, it works. It works. It works.
Yep.
So anyway, thanks, Rob, for that one. That was that gave me an opportunity to get a little steam off my chest.
And who doesn't love Ginger's chest?
Okay, dude. Read the shirt. Oh, I wonder if it's going to show up reversed.
No, it shows up right.
Oh.
You can see it on the monitor.
Besides, you can read it backwards, I think. It's pretty simple.
Pretty short.
Anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed that too. We can get into a nice philosophical and theological discussion in the comments, I'm sure. Otherwise, I know you want to say play it again. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. You can find us on Twitter. We are at PlayItAgainMG. And thanks for coming out, guys.